What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Buccaneers franchise. We're in episode 12, and I really wanted to have this out on Sunday, but the project that I'm working on that I told you guys about in my post the other day just made that impossible. I started working on it on Saturday, and I really thought it was going to take like an hour, or not an hour, like a few hours, and then next thing I know, it was like 1 a.m. and I wasn't even close to being done. So it's been a process. It's an ongoing process. I'm still working on it as I record this, which is why I mentioned I'll post it on Sunday, because I should have it done by Sunday. If I don't, wow. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that. But anyway, we have unfinished business here with the Buccaneers franchise. Last time we had that tough loss to the Jaguars, although it was a great game. 39-35 was the final. We need to close out this season with a win or two. And somebody made a good point, I believe, in the comments section on the last video. They said if we win and the Falcons lose, we could seal up division. Obviously, we want to win the game and not have to count on other stuff to get us into the playoffs. But if we can use that as a tool to get in earlier and not have to watch two games, I would also really like that, because I feel like you guys are as squirmy as I am right now. Like we just want to get to the playoffs. We want to see if this team actually has something to put forth in the postseason, or if this is just more of a overachievement on our first season as the Buccaneers. So without further ado, let's talk a little bit about the Saints. But before we get into that, I did want to go over the college prospects again, because I've been doing some more digging, and I updated the list, and now I have a solid 100 players. Yeah, the 93 was bothering me too, guys. I played it down a little bit, but it was bothering me. So we have it up to 100 players now. We also had some announcements in the news category for prospects. First one is about Danny Mason, the top receiver. He's actually one of the top prospects in the entire class. Plenty of honors to go around this week, and none bigger for Danny Mason than being voted as the nation's best wide receiver. And then Lonnie Tate, which is the top corner. Clemson corner Lonnie Tate showed all season long the level of player required to be honored as the top cornerback in college football. Now let's take a look at the prospects. So, okay, Danny Mason and Lonnie Tate are literally 1 and 2. Wow, I forgot how high they were. I have my favorites right here, and like I said, I have it up to a full 100 now. I would still, like, honestly, like, if I'm being honest, this is my order. I put McCoy up top because I wasn't sure at the time about Lance, and honestly, I'm still not sure. These guys have been talked about, and they've been 1 and 2 like this whole season. Lonnie Tate actually went up 1 in the rankings, so it's just really. And look at Mason; he's never went down or up, so he's been the #1 player since the start of this season. I also moved Taylor Wharton to number 4 because I really like his game. I feel like him and Danny Mason are really close together. Let's take a look at these two. So Mason is 6 foot 203. He's 22 years old. He has solid to good in almost everything. Great to elite in agility. Nothing too flashy in the speed department. And a lot of A's and C's, A to C, A to C, all over the board. The few that we know are unlocked are all B's and 1 C. Catching, release, medium route, short route, all B's. And then we have C for catching traffic. Taylor Wharton, same build, 21, so 1 year younger. And he actually has a little bit better speed, it looks like. It says solid to good for Excel, great to elite for agility. So same agility, same Excel, better speed, and better jumping. And then we know that catching, release, and catching traffic, all B. Short route is an A, deep route is a B. Carrying is a D, which, you know, it is what it is. I'm not too concerned with the carrying of a receiver at this point. But we know that he's got a few ticks better than Danny Mason. Now, does that mean that he's a better overall? I don't know yet. But they're both top 5 projection. They're both about the same exact height and build and everything. The only difference, one of them is a year younger, and right now we know has just a touch better attributes. So if I was going to be a betting man, I would actually move Taylor Wharton right here then. Because if I have Danny Mason as the top, then Wharton should be above him as of right now, given that we know that he's solid B's, and we know that Mason has a C and could have another C at deep route running. Lonnie Tate, however, should actually go above all of them. He's got 3 A's and a B in catching. He's 23 though, so he is a year older than Mason. But he has great to elite or good to great in almost everything. I mean, this guy, top of the line. Injury is an F, so that is a little scary. But he has so many good tools. A for man, A for zone, A tackle, A press, C play rec. We know he's gonna have no worse than B for awareness. I mean, he just screams #1 corner to me. And I have moved McCoy down my list because I know that he's not a top 5 talent. So he shouldn't be in top 5. So I'm actually gonna drop him down to 6. I know he's at least round 1 to 2 talent, but there's 2 more above him, top 5 talent and round 1 talent. So we know that he's not either one of them. So I have Colin Good and Wyatt Callan up here at 4 and 5, just because, I mean, tackles are very hard to come by and we need a right tackle super bad. And right now, Callan looks like he could potentially have all A's across the board, which is insane. And then below McCoy, we have TJ Valentine as a power rushing outside linebacker, Spencer Metcalf, another corner who actually looks pretty good himself. Spencer Metcalf is a year younger than Lonnie Tate, 6 foot 199. He's got great to elite in a lot of categories, a lot of them. So he also could be considered a top corner, but he doesn't have as great of things. So A for man, but only B for zone, B for tackle. We know he doesn't have A's across the board like Lonnie Tate does right now. But another potentially very talented corner. I've also taken a look at some more quarterbacks, Denzel Pearson here. But what I'm thinking is the most realistic scenario here, if we were going to take a quarterback, would probably be somebody like Jamario Weathersby. The reason for that is he is the 3rd quarterback, and he is listed as round 1. I don't know how many quarterback needy teams are in this draft, so we could see a potential slide for him where he would actually be within our range. I'm just concerned that we won't be able to land any of these guys, especially with how our season has played out so far. I'm holding out hope, but I feel like it would require a huge trade that I just don't think I'm comfortable making, because the few pieces we have that would get us up to that range are pieces I really want to try and build around. So I don't know. I'm trying to look more down this list, maybe from like 10 back to be realistic. And that's going to be Pearson, Dom Warner, Dalton Isaac, another edge rusher, Jordan Williams in the middle. There's also the potential for us to try and take a running back. Mike Gibson is down here. He's listed as I think the 2nd running back, 5'8", 208. Not a big fan of his height, but he has some really good attributes. B for vision, break tackle, carrying, and juke. Stiff arm isn't very good, but I'm not too concerned with stiff arm. Marcus Hood is somebody that has really caught my eye. Him and Jamie Roper, to be quite honest, but Marcus Hood, I really could see being a defensive end in our system. 6'3", 312. He's only 21 years old. And while his physicals aren't the greatest, he's got A tackle, A play rec, A block shedding, B awareness. And he's got B impact, B hit power. Pursuit's going to be no worse than a B. The only cliffhanger here is that F injury rating. What is that going to be? If it's not halfway bad, this could be a great pick. But he could end up having really low injury, and then we'd be in trouble. Going down this list here, there's a few guys that really look like some quality picks later on. Let me try to find who it was that I was looking at. I don't know if I've mentioned Jaquan Samuel yet. I feel like I have, but he keeps jumping out the page at me. He's a mid-round pick, rounds 3 to 4, but he's only 21 years old, 6'1", 230 pounds. He has good to great speed, which for a power back is pretty good. Great to elite strength. And then his skills, he's got A awareness, A ball carrier vision, A carrying, stiff arm, B trucking. And it also looks like he's going to have at least a C in break tackle, which based off the rest of his ratings, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a B or an A. And this would be probably a better spot for us to target a running back too, instead of trying to have to take one in round 1. So he is somebody that is really high on my list. And if we decide to roll with Rachaad White, he would be a perfect 1-2 punch. Or hell, who knows? Sean Tucker down the line. We don't know. Dwayne Albert is another guy that I'm really focusing on trying to find out more. He's 6'6", 252 pounds, 22 years old. Another mid-round pick, just like Jaquan Samuel. He has great to elite speed and strength and agility, good to great for acceleration, and he's got some A's: awareness, catching traffic, carrying, short route running, B's for catching and medium route, C, run blocking, trucking, run block finesse, deep route, pass block, and spectacular catch are going to be no worse than a B. So he looks to be like the real deal as well. So he is super high on my list. Actually, now thinking about it, I am going to be moving him all the way to the top of the 3 to 4 range. And honestly, I could even consider maybe putting him above a few of these 2-3 guys if we were going to be making a decision today. I've also been looking at linebackers, and I'm trying to find the guy that I landed on earlier before I started right here, Melvin Rutledge. So Melvin Rutledge is a middle linebacker, field general, 22 years old. Great to elite in almost everything except change of direction and jumping, but those are still good to great. Excellent physical ratings. Skills: B, hit power, A, play rec and awareness, B, man, C, zone. This looks like the linebacker we need to get for the replacement of Lavonte David. I don't know if I'm going to bring him back yet. I would like to, but we still need to have somebody in tow in case his regression takes a huge hit, or he decides to retire, or just for after he leaves. It's not going to be that much longer that we'll have him, and we need somebody else to pair with Devin White, because we can see how good Devin White can be with a good running mate. And if we can get somebody to build up maybe Devin White to Lavonte David level and then build this person up to Devin White, we know we'll have a linebacker tandem for years to come. He's another one that I'm actually going to move to the top here because he has just stood out to me so much. Also, jumping back up to this round 1 to 2 range, Jeff Campbell, the free safety. He's 21 years old, 6 foot, 210, listed as a hybrid type safety. I might want to try him at strong safety now that we know Ryan Neal just refuses to sign with us. He's got good to great in almost every physical rating, so we know he's going to be pretty good there. Skills wise, a lot to be desired yet. B, man, B, play rec, C, pursuit and zone. Awareness is going to be no worse than a C. So is he going to be a guy that you hit out of the park with? No, but for some of the other safeties I've seen, he has some of the better ratings. Like somebody like Carlos Dunbar, he's got better ratings here for awareness, man, play rec, pursuit. He's got B's everywhere, which is good, but then he also has solid to good in a lot of the categories, or decent to solid. So I'm a little concerned with his physical attributes. And then you add into it that he's 5'9". I just don't think I can get behind having a safety at 5'9". And that's sort of the story for a lot of these safeties. If you're looking here, they're all 5'9", 5'10". Finally, Jeff Campbell breaks the 6-foot barrier. I would like to get a guy like Dayon Agnew, but he's got C's and D's for most of his stuff. Just not a lot of great stuff coming out of the free safeties, or even the strong safeties for that matter, so far. Mike Goodwin is one that I am still looking into. He's 6'1", 210. He could be a really good fit. But again, he's sort of got a mixed bag. He's got good to great for speed, great to elite for strength, solid to good agility, good to great change of direction, decent to solid excel. And then sort of a mixed bag here too. B, awareness, play rec, pursuit, A, hit power, C, zone, D, man coverage. The hit power is sort of selling me a little bit. So is he even added on my list? He is. I'm gonna have to move him up the board myself. I'm gonna move him up to right above Jeff Campbell, just because I like Jeff Campbell's abilities for the physicals, but Goodwin seems to have a good mixture of the physicals and better attributes. I have a lot more players on this list, as you guys can see. I don't have a lot of time to be going over every one of these. I'm hoping that in the off season, I'll take a good maybe 20 minutes to go over more prospects before we get to the draft portion of things. But I really do need to see how this season plays out and then what we find in free agency before I can really start honing in on an exact plan. Right now, this is just a handful of players that are jumping off the page to me that I would love to try and get on this team. But I also don't know where things are going to be in, 3 episodes. So it's tough to say. I also think I'm going to give Ryan Neal one more opportunity to re-sign, but I'm going to wait until after this season because he might be getting regression a little bit. Remember, I'm using Mr. Hurricane's regression for XP sliders. So he'll be hitting 28 at the end of the season. I'm not sure if that's going to mean that he's going to drop or not, but we'll find out at the end of the year. Plus, he might lose that star development. And if he does, then he would probably be a lot cheaper. So we're going to hold off on that. Same with David. I need to see what his regression is. I know he wants to re-sign. I definitely want him back. But but it has to be for the right price. We only have 10 million left. I don't think James Robinson's coming back. Now that I know a guy like Taquan Samuel is available, I would rather pursue him in the 2nd or 3rd round, but instead of bringing Robinson back, because you've seen how some of these power backs or running backs in general come out of these draft classes. He could be on the same level overall wise as Robinson in his rookie season, maybe a 1 overall less, but a lot of these guys are coming out 74 to 77, and I'm here for it because I love me running backs. If you guys don't know that, you do now. N'Keal Harry is somebody that I would consider bringing back just because I would love another receiver, but I don't know if we'll be able to get them. And I think we'll be able to get somebody in free agency as well. We are going to have to make some room though, because we do need more room. We just really don't have a lot of cap space right now. So most of these guys that are on this team, they might have to leave simply for the fact that we don't have a lot of money left, which sucks to say it, but it's sort of true. So we're just going to wait on all of these until we get to the off season, and then we'll see if we decide to cut some players or if we just want to let guys hit free agency. Just taking a quick peek at the stats before we get to the Saints, and I noticed here that Rachaad White is averaging over 5 yards a carry at this point. He has had a phenomenal season. I would love to see some more out of Sean Tucker, but right now we know Rachaad White might end up being the real deal. And then look at who is 40 yards away from 1,000 yards in his rookie season. Trey Palmer is right there. Man, I really want to get him that 1,000 yards now. I really do. Also, we're getting our sack leader, Kalijah Cansey, back. We're going to have our linemen back. Everybody is going to be back for this game. So I am super pumped to see what we're going to have come game time, because we have been missing our pass rush mightily. Let's get down to the Saints here so we can take a look at what their stats have been. All right, so Derek Carr having not a horrible year, 100.8 rating, but under 3,000 yards passing, 24 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Rushing wise, Kamara actually having a very similar season to that of Rachaad White. 5.1 yards a carry, 7 touchdowns. Jamal Williams, just like he did in Detroit, stealing all the touchdowns. So they have a pretty good rushing attack, no surprise there. Receiving, Chris Olave leading them, 9 touchdowns, 800 yards, but they have just not done as much passing as we have. Defensively, they have had a hard time finding legitimate pressure on defense. Foskey, the rookie, leading him with only 3.5 sacks. Cameron Jordan, the longtime Saints legend, only 3. Mario Davis with 2, same with Anthony Nelson and Brian Bresee. So they have just not had, holy crap, okay. That's because Marshawn Lattimore is just taking every ball away from the quarterback. 10 interceptions in one season. Wow, I remember seeing that earlier this year and thinking it was crazy at the time, but now, I mean, double-digit interceptions in a season for a corner in this day and age, that is incredible. You don't see that too often. And that brings us to this week's weekly strategy. I think we definitely need to focus on the run on defense. It says it's a 58% pass to run, but their rushing attack is number 5 in the league. We got to be able to shut that down. So we are going to do defend inside run for sure against them. And then on defense, I don't want to go blitz counter because they don't blitz as much as some of the other teams. I would actually rather, let's try to go medium again. Yeah, let's try medium this week. And then here for our game plan goals. Let's see. Get 1 interception. Let's try and rattle Derek Carr a little bit. Try to force a turnover or 2. I can't believe now, knowing what our defense is, that I ever picked 10 or 14 points or less. Have we allowed less than 24 points in a game this season yet? I honestly don't know if that's something that we've done. We're gonna go 350 yards passing, or sorry, not passing, just yards in general. And then for the head coach goal, I think we gotta go for 15 first downs. We gotta try and find a way to have consistent offensive success. That's the way we're gonna win this game. All right, you guys know the drill. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of these mini games, and then I'll see you guys on the field. Here we go. It is time, another divisional matchup. We got the Color Rush uniforms on today in Tampa, and it's time to see Trey Lance once again. We've had a couple of weeks now where things have gone a little haywire at times, and we've also had some times where he's shown some flashes. And, you know, I have to agree with some of the guys in the chats, or in the comments, that say, you know, this playbook might not be for him, and that is very, very true. Well, that's one way to start. All right, well, I'm going to put that a little bit on Russell Gage as well. I don't know why he just sat there. But okay, here we go. The Saints right away in field goal range. Handoff, no play action, roll out, lets it go to 83, and Juwan Johnson on the catch. Just shy of a first down. And a little reverse action to Mike Thomas, and Thomas almost takes it into the end zone. Takes it all the way down to the 1. Handoff to the fullback who gets stood up. Stay in this I formation. This time they're going to go to Williams, and we're going to shut down Jamal Williams as well. They may have gotten 2 big plays to get down to the 1, but we have now cost them 2 yards on back-to-back plays. 3rd and goal from the 3. Carr looking end zone. It's batted down by Carlton Davis, and we should at least force 3. All right, Lance, we're going to just brush that off like it never happened. We're just going to start playing some better football, okay? So let's brush it off. Nothing ever happened. We just got the ball second, down 3. That's it. Hand it off, Rachaad White, and he is shut down after just a couple. 9 carries, 61 yards for him a week ago. We knew that, of course, he got injured as well, and he never returned to the game, but he's back now. 2nd and 8. Lance looking downfield, and he finds Godwin, who slips free from 1, and he is out to midfield. Big play for Godwin. He was working against Marshawn Lattimore, and of course, he's got 10 interceptions, so Lance has got to be careful today. Hand off Tucker as he tries to work through traffic. He'll get 3. Not much available to him on that run. I really like these color rush, man. This like pewter colored, like dark charcoal gray jerseys. I sort of like them, guys. 2nd down and 7. Lance looking right side or left side, and he'll find Palmer for a first down. 9 yards down. 31 to go for a 1,000-yard season in his rookie year. Another short one over the middle to Palmer, and Palmer now down to the 32. Another gain of 6. Play action to White. Drop down to Kieft, and he will get just a few. 3rd and 3. First 3rd down of the day for us. Pistol look, handoff to Tucker, and Tucker is stood up. Now the question is, it's Marcus May coming down from the safety spot. Do we go for it or kick or take the field goal? I don't really like the call. I don't think they, I feel like they had too many in the box for us to take that call. And we're just going to start things off with a field goal, get things back to a 0-0 game, essentially with a tie, as it's up and it's good. Carr and company back on offense. And they're going to go right to Kamara on the ground. Kamara doing an excellent job of working his way through traffic as he finds his way for 19. Wow, that was just some really patient running from the veteran, setting up his blocks perfectly to spring him loose. And now Carr going to go to the air. He's going to go to Kamara on the flats, and he'll get 5 more on a little out route. Saints offense has been moving so far today. Of course, we shut them down on the goal line, but every other play outside of the 5-yard line has been very good for them. Another handoff to Kamara, another lane up the middle, and another first. Play action. Carr over the middle. He's got a man, and it is Taquan Smith down to the 26 for a big gain of 17. The Saints right back where they started after the interception on the first drive. And another quick throw outside, and that one is Juwan Johnson again with another first down. New Orleans is moving with ease. This defense really needs to settle in and try and find a way to get some stops. Handoff, Kamara trying to get through the lanes. And luckily for us, Diaby was there to bring him down after just a few. It looked like he had some clear running lanes up ahead, so being able to track him down from behind worked out well. 2nd down, Carr under pressure. He's got to run away with it. He's going to throw it away. Forcing another field goal here would be ideal. Well, getting a punt would have been ideal, but we're past that. Carr Looking for the end zone, steps up, lets it go short, and he's got it. It's Jamal Williams rolling his way into the end zone, and the Saints are going to push their lead up to 7. All right, so after the touchdown, we couldn't really get much moving, had to punt it away. And now the Saints back out here, end around to Smith. That gets nothing. Jermaine Johnson on the stop. I've been considering after this season firing our defensive coordinator. I just feel it's right. We're 32nd ranked in the league, but yet our defense is 5 overalls better than our offense. So something is not right. Beautiful play by Ryan Neal right there, too. You know, like, if we have that good of a defense, there's no way we should be the worst defense in the league. Something is not clicking. So I think a change of defensive scenery is coming our way. As Juwan Johnson makes a catch over the middle, we'll finally get our first stop on defense and force the punt. All right, here we go again on defense. Carr going deep, and he overthrows Michael Thomas. Probably didn't know what was going on. It wasn't a slant, so he looked a little confused out there. And it'll be incomplete. Sorry if you're a Saints fan. It's just the truth. And this should be the last play of the first quarter. It's a pitch to Kamara, and we do a great job setting the edge. Jamel Dean cuts him off. And now entering the second, it's 3rd and 11. They need the 30. Empty backfield for Carr. He's got a man underneath. He doesn't want him. Under pressure, he heaves it up deep down this field, and it's intercepted! Jamel Dean with the interception back at the 38. Big time play. Corner, he made the play in the last one too. He cut off the run, and then here undercuts the receiver. The pressure from Tryon Shoyinka, I think, forced that short throw, and Dean capitalizes on it beautifully. All right, so we got the interception. We did literally nothing with it. And so now we're back on defense again. Carr under pressure, and he's going to go down. Sent it back there for the sack. Loss of 14. First time we were able to get pressure on Derek Carr. Deadrian Sinnett. He has really played some good football for us. Coming in a rotational type of situation with Vita Vea, or next to Vita Vea, I should say. And he's done some really good things. I like what I've seen out of him. He's not the best overall, but he plays well above that overall. 2nd and 24. Carr looking outside. He's got Thomas on a flat route, and Thomas finds his way back to the 38, making the 3rd down a heck of a lot easier. 3rd and 13. Carr is going to go empty set here. Of course, they need as many receivers downfield as possible. And Carr feeling the pressure, and he goes down again. It's Jermaine Johnson. They're going to call it a rush of 1 yard, but that's a sack in my book. Couple of sacks gets us back on offense. Still down by 7. Hand off to Tucker. Man, this rushing defense has been really good for the Saints this week. We have tried, and we've only had like one play really go for more than 2-3 yards. And everything else has been pretty much bottled up. And there we go. That's the best run of the night. Rachaad White off the left side. Still going. All the way out to the 40. Got to give the credit to the O-line there. A lot of these big runs that we see, we say Rachaad White this, Rachaad White that, but look at these gaping holes for him to run through as he takes off for another 9-10 yards. And they'll go to Tucker, and Tucker powers his way across for the first. Lance taking a big drop back. He's going to go outside. Tucker with a nice play, and he'll get a few. Not much available out there, but you know, it looked like one of those plays where either there was somebody downfield open, or you just take the check down and move on. There's another run to White. Cuts it back and finds a little crease for 6. Lance over the middle. He's got Otten, and Otten all the way down to the 23. And now Cody Mouch is down. A lineman. That is the left guard. I'm not sure who's going to fill in for him, but at this point, I'm almost numb to us having penalties, and White around the sideline. And oh my God, I thought he was going to score. All the way down to the 6. Big run. Tyrann Mathieu not happy about it. I am, that's for sure. I'm super happy about it. James Robinson going to check in. He'll take the handoff right up the gut and in for the touchdown. And we're going to tie this game up again. This is a tough game. Defense is actually sort of playing a little bit better now here in the second quarter. 10-10 is going to be the score. All right, twice now the Saints have pulled away from us, and twice we have caught back up and tied it at, right now it's at 10 apiece. Carr trying to look downfield, couldn't find anyone. He'll settle for a short pass outside to Foster Moreau. And he'll get 7, so a nice play on first down. Sort of opens things up here on 2nd and short. Kamara's had a good day. They've had a lot of run. Those are words. They've ran a lot of those plays right there, those end arounds and little halfback like shovel passes, and Smith has gotten 2 of them. Arguing there with Tryon Shoyinka. I don't think we are in a place to argue after giving up like 10 yards to that play, so maybe calm down a little bit. Looking for the screen. Kamara's got it, and Kamara pushing past defenders, and he'll get 9. Pistol, handoff, up the middle, easy first. Another handoff for Kamara. He does a little double juke, puts dude in a spin cycle. I don't know if you saw that guy, right, like he looked like he was on ice skates out there trying to figure out where dude went. Man, 2nd and 3. 3 split right. Carr, quick drop, lets it go to under Jamal Williams underneath. He's only able to get a few. 3rd and 3. Pistol look once again for New Orleans. Carr immediately has pressure, ball's on the turf, and nobody thought, oh my God, that would have been perfect for a fumble recovery. And it was recovered by Jamal Williams. Yaya Diaby had the sack earlier. This time forces the fumble, but nobody even realized that the ball was on the turf. And thanks to the good punt last drive, we couldn't get anything going. And the Saints pretty much start back where they finished after the sack. I'll hand it off to Kamara, and he'll get 6 on the opening play. And just like that, we are at the 2-minute warning. Very quick first half, it felt like. At least for me. I don't know about you guys. I don't even know how much of it you guys saw. It's been a pretty good game. The score is a little bit lower, but it's been a good back and forth, I think. Carr underneath, puts it behind Olave to allow him to make the catch clean, and it pays off. We had people right in front of him. He'll get 6 yards and a first. That was his first catch of the day. Didn't hear much from him so far. As Carr again underneath the Kamara, and he gets wrapped up by Devin White after a short gain of 5. Here we go. Oh my God. I saw that hole open up really quickly. That I think it was a linebacker or maybe a safety was playing in that little spot in that hook zone, and he just bailed on it to go into the flat route. Easy money for the Saints. Carr looking, he's got another man. It's Jawan Johnson down to the 3. The Saints looking to put points on the board before halftime, and they're going to call their second timeout with 49 seconds left. I formation for Jamal Williams, and they have 1st and goal here and plenty of time to work with. Hand it off to the fullback. He gets stood up. He got 2 yards, but they were going for the touchdown there. They're going to let the clock run. I like that. Just keep guys on the line of scrimmage. Get at least one more play off. Handoff. Oh, beautiful play. Devin White came flying through the middle. Brings him down for a loss of 3. And now they'll get one more play. Carr scanning, going to the end zone, and it's incomplete. Olave could not hold on. And we're going to force a field goal to end this thing out. All right, Saints come out of halftime leading 13-10. They're going to go straight to Jamal Williams on a little stretch play. Let's see if we made any kind of adjustments for this half. Oh, a nice blitz by David. Gets home almost, but at least forces an errant throw from David. Wow, Derek Carr. Third down and 6. Carr scanning. He's under pressure again. He feels it, and he's got to throw it away. And we dial up some nice pressure, forcing 2 bad throws, and we'll open up the half with a 3 and out. First opportunity in the second half. Down by 3. We're going to hand it off to Rachaad White. And White's able to get a nice chunk of yards there, a gain of 9.5 if you will. 9 3/4, 9 7/8, whatever you want to call it. Almost a first, we'll just say that. They're going to go back to him the other way, and he loses some of those yards. Gosh. And like I said earlier, the Saints defense has actually done a pretty decent job against the run. As I say that, they get the first down. Thank you. Another handoff. Oh, White just gets away in the nick of time, and he's able to fly upfield for a first down. Already at 86 yards on the day. He's closing in on 100 super quickly. Lance looking downfield, and finally Russell Gage reacts to a football. Look at that. He can catch. Play action. Lance going underneath the Otten. No, that's a lineman. He just threw it to Eric Fisher. And Eric Fisher caught a 9-yard pass. Holy hell, I don't think I've ever seen that. Not in Madden anyway. That's crazy. Handoff, White, first down. Davis made him pay for it, but the damage was done. Another play action. He's got the fullback. Oh, they will take it. No, it's incomplete. He dropped it. Why did he throw it to the fullback on the flat? He had Lubke out there. Dang it. Was that Lubke or was that Keith? I don't even know. But either way, Rashad White gets in for the touchdown, and we got ourselves the first lead of the day. Back on offense, they're going to go to Kamara, who gets a really nice crease off the right side, and he'll get almost 10 yards on the first play. Both running backs have been able to find creases. It's been either big run or nothing all night for these offenses. Oh, wow. Jamal Williams really worked for that one. He worked his way through, patiently waiting, and gets the first down for the Saints. Another handoff. Oh, my God. Dang, dude. Ryan Neal looks like he's a little dizzy after that one. Pretty sure that was Jamal Williams, and he laid the shoulder. Jesus. Another handoff to Kamara. Look at that speed. Poor Jamel Dean had no chance to recover on that angle route. Oh my God. Or that angle, like the pursuit angle. Kamara was just gone. Wow. And Carr looking. He's got someone. It's a tight end. It's Troutman. I'm a liar. That was Foster Moreau, and I should have known that because I already said his name once today. Kamara taking the handoff, but that time it is sniffed out quickly. Nothing on the play. It's Devin White. Third down. If we could hold him to a field goal, that would be huge. Come on, defense. Carr back looking, and oh, man, he caught it. We had a chance to force the field goal, but we leave Michael Thomas open. Oh, they're going to... We just let Derek Carr run it in. That's it. This is ridiculous. That's nuts. I can't believe we just let that happen. He's spiking the ball. Oh, my God. Well, we got nothing going on offense. We play action on first and second, which led to nothing, and then we ran it on 3rd and 7. Don't ask me why, as Jamel Dean makes a great play, batting the ball out of the air. But yeah, we had to punt it. And now the Saints coming out here, they're trying to push this lead up. They're up by 3 now, looking for the screen. There's a flag down, and I think it's going to be roughing the passer. It looked like we hit Derek Carr. And that's just going to really, yeah, Jesus. That was the last thing we needed. Carr underneath. Olave with the catch. Another handoff for Kamara, and those lanes are just opening more and more as the game goes on. 13 carries, 94 yards. Carr, quick snap, and off target. We had 2 opportunities to try and pick that off, and we missed both of them. One of those guys has got to react to the ball. Dang it. Play action, under pressure, and he throws it away. All right, guys, we got to get off the field here, man. We need to stop. Come on now. Play action. Carr going over the middle. Oh, Jesus! We can't stop him. We just can't. This is nuts. Come on, defense. Jesus Lord, and there's another touchdown. All right, now we're down by 10. Defense has just, I swear the defense is getting worse and worse. Like, we started off the season actually sort of playing some decent individual ball, and the last few weeks it seems like it's gotten bad. You know, it feels like the guys that were making plays earlier in the season just aren't doing it anymore, and we're just giving up huge chunk plays. As a run on 2nd and 7 gets us to 3rd and 2. But we need to play. Like, we need this offense to step up though too. Like, it's not all on the defense. Lance over the middle. He's got Godwin. And Godwin gets the first down we really desperately needed. Lance looking to throw again. Oh my God. We do something here? Nope, not really. I mean, great. Rashad White's got 100 yards, but I'll take a win over a 100-yard performance at running back. 3rd and long again. Come on, Lance. Don't dive. Thank you. He gets the first. Start of the 4th quarter after that 3rd down conversion, and we go to Sean Tucker as Tucker using his blockers to get upfield and down to the 31. And a delayed handoff to White, and he'll get 5. Come on, throw it to Trey Palmer. Hey, or Russell Gage, either one. I'm okay with it. We get the first down, and we're down to the 8, so I can't complain. But I was hoping to get Trey Palmer over 1,000. Hand off to White, and yeah, we just ran right into the strength of their defense. That was a stupid decision. Play action, Lance throws it short to the tight end, but it was good defense, which is now going to lead us to 3rd and goal. 10-yard line, the longest 3rd and goal there could be. And Lance, feeling the pressure, he throws it away. And we're going to have to settle for 3. 10 minutes left in this game. Down by 7, Derek Carr comes out. He is looking to put this game away. Of course he is. And we're going to get the tackle on Kamara, bringing him down, no gain. But if the defense is going to make a play, this is where we need him to make it. And there it is! Just like I called for it! And then guess who? It's Levante David again. Wow, I just choreographed that whole thing to happen. I spoke it into existence. And it's David again from his linebacker spot. Man, I love that guy, man. I might just re-sign him anyway just for the hell of it. With 4 of his regression hits, but I can't because I have no money. Roll out, Lance under pressure, and oh my God. We go from a great play to a stupid play. Like, either run away or don't run. Like, one of the two, but why do both? I mean, you took away your opportunity to throw it away or look downfield by doing that. And then that. Oh my God. I swear, every single game, he has like 3 drives where he doesn't know he's a quarterback in the NFL. And then we run it on 3rd and 17. We're down by 7 in the 4th quarter. We need 17 yards, and we run it. Well, we were at least able to get 3. But I feel like that was a wasted drive, to be honest with you guys. And yeah, big play over the middle. Olave wide open, all the way out to the 44. Dang, man. We had an opportunity. We really did. And I feel like we just squandered it there. And Carr over the middle, easy completion again. Another first down. This time they'll take the ground approach, and Kamara able to get 5 more. And I think at this point now they're going to start winding down this clock. They're on the plus side territory. Coming up on the 7-minute warning. Oh, they're going to throw it again. Carr steps up in the pocket. Carr looking to run with it. He just throws it away. That was a weird play. Looking for the screen. We read that perfectly. Wow, Kalijah Cansey making a big-time play, and that might just give us the opportunity we need. Of course, he had to punt it out at like the 10-yard line, so we need 90 yards. And if we have the same Trey Lance that we had last drive, we might be in some trouble here. Let's hope we don't. Play action. Lance looking, and he's off target again. That would have been a big play. That would have been a tone setter for the drive if we can complete that, and we missed it. Oh, God. Do not get another... Guys, try my patience. He is trying my patience. Lance outside. He missed him again, man. There's no pressure. You have to make those throws. And now they have the ball out towards midfield, and right away we give up a huge play. We are letting this offense look very good. This is not a game that we should be looking this bad in. Play action from Carr. Drops back. Lets it go deep. Easy touchdown for Michael Thomas. That might have just put the game out of reach for us, guys. Well, here goes nothing. Another play action, another short pass. Palmer makes the catch, and he'll get 6. Trey Lance at one point was 5 for 6 in the first quarter. He's now 17 for 36. You know what that means? It means he's 12 of 30 since that stat line. 12 of 31. It's not good. It's not good. And you can say all you want about the playbooks, all right? Let me tell you something, okay? I have been playing Madden in this way for about 7 years. 7 years. I've played this game with mobile quarterbacks. I've played it with pocket quarterbacks. I've played it with in between. And yes, there are variances between games, but when it comes down to pocket presence, it's either there or it's not with a quarterback. And we just turned it over on downs, and that's pretty much the game. Yeah, so I put Baker Mayfield in just to see if he could, just to see what he's like. I mean, the game was out of reach. We let him score another touchdown, so now it's 41-23. And he actually looked really good on the opening drive. 3 for 6 for 53 yards. And he's got 31 seconds to work with. Let's just see what he does here. Throws it short. Palmer makes the catch. All right, we'll use the first timeout. Try to end the game on a positive note, I guess. Not bad. And there goes Mayfield again. Oh, he had him there, but the tight end, K. Dotton, couldn't get his feet down. Mayfield. Oh, Gage has to hold on to that. Man. I can't tell if the corner really got his hand in there well, but it looked like he had a window. Just couldn't hang on. Too much contact, I guess. Mayfield's going to roll out, lofts it up deep. And oh boy, that was just a stupid throw. That was just stupid. And there's the game, guys. 41-23. Saints come into our home, our stadium, and give us another loss. And now things are looking really grim for our playoff hopes, or our division hopes, I should say. Let's go and check out what happened. So after all of the back and forth, we are now tied with the Saints as the worst team in the South. We need some serious help from the other teams to see where things are going to finish. So let me just sim here to week 18 so we can see what kind of hole we just put ourselves in. Okay, not sure how we are still in second place considering we just lost to the Saints. So if you guys out there are like division, gurus and understand all the tiebreakers, let me know. But I know that we just lost to the Saints. I guess we split with them. Just very weird. But anyway, we are sitting at 9-7. And I think we're still in the playoffs. We are. We're the 5th seed, so we have some wiggle room. But the Falcons ended up winning, which now puts them in 1st place of the division. And now this game, the Panthers game, is almost must win. If we fall to 9-8, we're gonna fall to at least 3rd in the division. And I don't know if there's enough room for us in the playoffs if we lose another one. I mean, so we're on a 3-game losing streak now after that. We were at 9-4. I remember, because I'm like, dang, we're going to get to 10 wins pretty quickly. And now we're sitting here with the possibility of not even getting 10 wins after 4 more games. That's not okay. So hopefully we can finish this season off right and get ourselves into the playoffs. It's winning in, I think. I don't think we can lose the 5th seed as long as we win this game. So hopefully we can get the job done next episode. But as for this one, that is all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below what you guys think of this slide. What do you think of Trey Lance? I know I asked last week, but starting 5 of 6 and then going 12 for 36 or 30 or whatever it was, it's just not good, guys. It's just not good at all. I don't know if a playbook is going to fix this, to be honest with you. I've seen this before. I've seen this with things. Unless we get his awareness up by like 20 points, I just don't think he'll ever be good enough to be a quarterback. Because regardless if the playbook is for scramblers or not, this guy needs to be able to throw from the pocket. And it's very apparent that even without pressure, his awareness is just not there. But let me know what you guys think down below. I have my eye on a couple of quarterbacks in this draft class. I hope we don't have to spend a 1st-round pick on one, but that may come to it. Consider leaving a like before you leave, subscribing if you have not already, and turning on that bell notification so you know when these videos go live, and I will see you guys next time.